Hello guys, sorry guys, yesterday I have little busy work, so that's why it's not possible for me to schedule a live stream on yesterday. So that's why I postponed yesterday scheduled live stream to today live stream. Okay, so come on guys, if you have any queries you can let me know so that we can discuss here. Okay, so soon I am planning to, like, if based upon your response, I will start our Selenium course from scratch level. Okay, so from starting I am going to teach you the Selenium course. Okay, so by each and every concept what is required for automation tester. Okay, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel Selenium Tech Automation, and also please share our videos to your friends or colleagues so that they will also learn about the concepts what we are discussing. At the same time, your share will helps this live stream to recommend for more people. Okay, come on guys, so if you have any queries, so please let me know so in the live chat. So so I'm going to ask you one poll here. 4500 kbps. How many of you want Selenium tutorial? Okay, sorry, want Selenium tutorial, want Selenium tutorial classes. Okay, tutorial classes, right? Okay, Selenium tutorial classes, like from starting or only few concepts are enough. If you want Selenium tutorial classes from live classes, okay, Selenium tutorial live classes. Selenium tutorial live classes, whether it is from either it is from starting or okay. So I asked you on poll, so please mention your vote in that particular poll what I created just now. So based upon your votes, so I'm going to provide you the details. Okay, so come on guys, if you are new to my channel, please do like and subscribe to my channel Selenium Tech Automation. I asked you on poll, so please mention your vote in that particular poll what I created just now. So based upon your votes, so stream bitrate, right, 1 second, let me adjust some stream output. What it is telling here, 2664 is lower than the recommended bitrate. Use a stream bitrate of 4500 kbps. Okay, 4500 kbps. Video bitrate, stream bitrate or video bitrate? Video. Okay, this is fine. Advanced video. Okay, so here only we can adjust that to 4500. Okay, 4500. Okay, and now So come on guys, if you have any queries you can start ask me the concepts or questions whatever you are having. So accordingly I am going to provide you the solutions. So I think these sessions will really help you, okay, when you are attending for any interviews or when you are preparing for any concept from Selenium. So I hope these sessions will be very helpful for you. Okay, come on guys, whatever you are having. So accordingly I am going to provide you the solutions. So I think these sessions will really help you, okay, when you are attending for any interviews or when you are preparing for any concept from Selenium. So I hope these sessions will be very helpful for you. Okay, come on guys, whatever you are having. So accordingly I am going to provide you the solutions. So I think these sessions will really help you, okay, when you are attending for any interviews or when you are preparing for any concept from Selenium. So I hope these sessions will be very helpful for you. Okay, come on guys, whatever you are having. So accordingly I am going to provide you the solutions. So I think these sessions will really help you, okay, when you are attending for any interviews or when you are
So I
preparing
think,
for any concept from Selenium.
guys,
So I video stream bitrate you are getting proper quality or not. So please let me know, so I will adjust accordingly. Okay, so come on guys, so please let me know whether you are getting a good quality of video or not, because I can see here there are some blur it is coming. So I don't know what is happening currently because it is giving 360 bitrate. So let me check for that one. Come on guys, if you are new to here, please subscribe to my channel Selenium Tech Automation. And also if you want any concepts, please let me know from the live chat. So accordingly I will try to explain you the best solution for that particular concepts you are looking for. Okay, so please let me know guys the confirmation whether you are getting the proper video quality or not. So I think from voice wise there will be there was no issue, but video wise maybe we will get some blur. So whether it is okay for you or do I need to adjust the best quality of video. So please let me know in the live chat if anyone is there, and currently one people are watching. So please guys, so please recommend these video sessions to your friends or colleagues also if they are looking for automation testing as their career. So maybe it will helpful for them as well. Okay, so come on guys, if you have any queries you can just ping me in the live chat, so that I am going to provide you the solution. So we will start at 7:30 p.m. exactly. So until then we will wait for the people who are going to join this live session, because yesterday I already scheduled this to 7:30 p.m. in the evening today. So that's why I started 15 minutes earlier. Okay, so we will wait for them. So then once enough people will join, so accordingly we will start to discussing the concepts or doubts or any queries you have. Okay, so please guys, so please support the stream. So from now onwards it will be a regular daily basis videos, live streams I'm going to provide you. So here we can come and discuss whatever you want. Okay, so please let me know from the live chat if you are expecting something to know. Okay, so come on guys. So I hope currently one guy is watching. So please, if you are watching, if you have any queries, you can let me know from the live chat, so that accordingly I can reply back to you. So before that, if you are watching currently, if there is any issue with the video quality, please let me know from the live chat. I will adjust it to better bit rate. Okay. So please, come on guys. So we will wait for till 7:30 p.m. So as we scheduled right yesterday's 7:30, we are going to start our actual session for today. Okay, so until then we will check about these configurations, like how this YouTube live stream is coming with a good quality of voice or with a good video quality or not. So if everything is fine, then we will start our session today. Okay, so come on guys. So if you have any queries which are related to automation or manual or your interview preparation for interview or during your interview, if you faced any kind of questions, if you are unable to answer the particular question, so please do let me know from the live chat. I will provide you the solution. So accordingly you can write down all the queries whatever you have along with the solutions. Okay, so please guys, please support the stream. So from now onwards, which is going to be happen on daily basis, like daily after 7:30 I'm going to schedule a live stream for each and every day, so that you can never miss out any concept if you are facing any issues. Okay, please guys, please support the stream, and also please share this stream to your friends or colleagues, so that they will also learn what we are discussing here. Okay, the main intention about these live streams is, hi, hi Dattatri Biradar, welcome to the live stream, buddy. So thank you so much for visiting my channel Selenium Tech Automation. So your question here is, can you teach step by step automation framework scratch? Yeah, sure, we will discuss, but we will wait for few more people, because if I start it now, if one more guy join to our stream again, he will ask, means definitely he will also miss what we discussed till he is going to join. So that's why we will wait. Apart from this, if you have any other questions, you can ping me. So because this is the question, so where if people, enough people are there, we will discuss about this concept, because this will helpful for them as well. So what you asked here, that is very good question actually. So we will take it as a second priority. Okay, so first we will discuss about any other queries you have, so you can just let me know from the live chat. Okay, yeah, definitely I will discuss about this one, Dattatri Biradar, no problem. So if enough people was joined here, so then there will be no issue, we will discuss accordingly. So before that, if you have any other queries, you can just let me know from the live chat, so I will reply back to you. Okay, so the question what you asked is, so it is very useful for other people also. Okay, if we start once enough people are available, like 3 or 4 people, so that which will helpful for them as well, right? So that's why we will discuss it later. So before that, if you have any questions, you can let me know, so accordingly we can discuss one to one here. Okay, so any other questions? 3 or 4 people, so that which will helpful for them as well, right? So that's why we will discuss it later. So before that, if you have any questions, you can let me know, so accordingly we can discuss one to one here. Okay, come on guys, if you are new to my stream, please like the live stream, and also please share your questions with me, so accordingly I will reply to you. Okay, so the question what asked by Dattatri Biradar is a very good question, but now after 7:30 only we will discuss, because if enough people was joined, so which this question will helpful for them as well, right? So that's why. Okay, so no problem Biradar, I will explain you in a very clear view. Okay, no problem. So before that, if you have any other questions, you can just let me know from the live chat. Say okay. So based upon your response, we will extend this live stream for 1 or 2 hours. Okay. So we will discuss one to one here. No issues, but you can expect some delay while answering your questions. Okay, one by one we will discuss. Sometimes one question may take a long time. Sometimes one question may take very less time. Okay, so that's the reason. So please support the stream guys. From now onwards, this stream is going to happen every day at the same time at 7:30. If I am busy with my work, so definitely I am going to schedule it after 8 p.m. okay, in the evening. Okay, if it is not possible, I will definitely let you know with a short video saying that today is not possible for me, I am busy with some work. Okay, likewise. Okay, no issues. So especially this session is for the people who are going to start their career as automation test engineer, and also the people who are struggling during their interviews, and also the people who are unable to answer the questions what they faced during the interviews. Okay, you can discuss all those on this particular live streams. Okay, so come on guys. And also I make one poll here, so regarding, do you want Selenium tutorials from scratch level, or do you want only concepts only? Okay, I already scheduled one poll here. Based upon that, you can poll your vote over there. So what is your opinion, whether to go for Selenium tutorials from scratch, or do you want only few concepts what you are looking for? Okay, you can mention your vote in that particular poll what I added here. So accordingly I will take into consider. Okay, come on guys. Okay, if your questions or your support makes me to do more streams like live streams, and also it will helps me to make more videos from my channel, where which is going to help you a lot. Okay, come on guys. If you have any questions, so please let me know here, so I will be there to help you. No problem, we will discuss one by one. Okay, there is no hurry to to go fastly. Okay, so we'll discuss everything slowly, one by one. Okay, so come on guys, 7 minutes left to start our actual stream. Before that, if you have any questions, we will discuss here. So later we will move to Datatri Biradar question, that is, can you teach step by step automation framework from scratch level? Okay, so definitely I'm going to explain you with a clear steps how we can build our framework. So before that, if you have any other questions, you can do let me know from the live chat. So once enough people join this stream, so definitely we will discuss. Okay, based upon the priority. Good, no problem. Come on guys, if you have any queries, whether it is related to manual or core Java or automation or database testing, so anything, if you have any queries, you can just let me know from the live chat. So accordingly I will reply back to you. So this session is especially for you people only, the people who are struggling to clear their interviews, and also the people who are struggling to answer their questions what they faced during their interviews, and also the people who are not having the particular proper roadmap to become as an automation tester. So for those people, so here I'm going to provide you the complete. Hi Srinivas Rao, welcome to my channel Selenium Tech Automation. So welcome to my Selenium channel Selenium Tech Automation. So your question here is, how many regression test cases will be there in a project approximately? So it is completely depends upon the requirements only, Srinivas Rao. For example, so if I am working in a project, okay, so regression testing means, so there won't be end to do this regression testing. So because some projects is following for each and every week, so they are getting some release. Okay, based upon their release, maybe some new functionalities are getting added. Okay, so once those functionalities developed by the developers, so then they will definitely deploy to the test environment. Okay, so for that functionality there will be more than like 10 test cases or 20 test cases or 30, even 100 test cases also, so they will add. Okay, so there will be a no count exactly how many test cases will be there. It is completely depends upon the functionalities or requirements by the customer. Okay, then only the developer is going to deploy the latest functionality into test environment to test. Okay, during that time, so we will get enough tasks in terms of test cases or user stories. So there will be no approximate count how many test cases. Okay, approximately. So but there will be more test cases. Okay, so maximum to maximum, like there will be greater than 20 test cases we can expect for each and every new build. Okay, so it is particularly related to the functionalities where the customer is expecting to add into their application. Okay, so come on guys, if you have any other questions, you can do let me know from the live chat. So before that, if you have very like how what Srinivas Rao asked here, so if that is the case, we can discuss here. Once everyone got joined here, we will discuss each and every question after 7:30 p.m. Okay, so any other questions, Srinivas Rao? So for the question what you asked means, so there won't be any approximate test cases for each and every release. Okay, so sometimes it may be only 5 or 10, sometimes it may be more than 50 or 100 also. Okay, based upon the customer expectations or requirements. Okay, so that is the answer for that one. If any other questions, Srinivasrao, you can always feel free to ask here in the live chat. This session is especially for to discussing the pros and cons. If you have any other, how much time it will take to run the regression test cases. Yeah, that's what, Srinivasrao. For example, I took some new build. Okay, for example, I am working on a build number like 2.78.20. Okay, so later, based upon the customer requirements, so they added some new functionalities to the application. Okay, so based upon the requirements, developer will start, right? So once he added the new functionalities, so what he will do, he will deploy. So for example, there are 10 test cases scenarios he added to that new functionalities. So those new functionalities are affecting our existing functionalities or not, we are going to test during this regression testing, right? So during this time we are testing like approximately 20 test cases. Okay, we are testing 20 test cases. Okay, for this release we are going to test only these 20 test cases, that is completely related to the regression testing. Okay, how much time it will take for these 20 test cases also, for test case to test case. For example, for one test case, maybe that is a complex functionality, it will take more than 5 minutes. Okay, for the other test case it will take only 3 minutes to 4 minutes. In the same way, for the other test case it will take time like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Means like there are 10 test cases, for an average of each and every test case we can take 5 minutes, means it will take 50 minutes. It is completely based upon the complexity of your functionality. Okay, here also we cannot estimate the time of execution. Okay, it is completely related to the test case complexity or test case functionality wise. Okay, so Dattadri brother, so today's topic for discussion, so that's what. So I am planning to teach you the Selenium tutorial from scratch. Okay, is it okay for you guys or not? You can let me know from the poll what I asked there. That is, from starting you want that Selenium tutorial, or only the few concepts you want me to discuss on these particular live streams. So I asked you one poll. You can just go to there and yeah. So actually these are the questions during your interview, but the answer is what we discussed. Okay, we cannot estimate how many test cases we can able to run on a particular time. It is completely depends upon the test cases complexity, at the same time test cases functionality. Okay, you can tell the same, no problem, you can tell the same. It is completely depends upon the test case complexity only. Okay, and also there won't be any number of test cases count, how many regression test cases will be there in project approximately, there won't be any particular count for those two questions, Srinivas Rao. So then Dattatri brother, yes, okay, thanks so much. Okay, no problem. So the main intention here is I want to help you in all the ways. If you are struggling to get a job, or if you are struggling during your interviews, okay, while answering the question, or you are having some difficulties, or you are not able to find some roadmap to become an automation test engineer. Okay, so please guys, please support the stream. So it's now 7:30 p.m. exactly, I mean 7:31 p.m. now. So we will start based upon the questions what you are expecting to be answered. Okay, sir, they are asking how many existing regression test cases are there in our project. Yeah, okay, during that time existing regression test cases means you can approximately like based upon your experience. Okay, if you, for example, if you consider you are having more than 4 years of experience. Okay, so during this time you can count like 1,000 number of test cases or 2,000 number of test cases. It is completely depends upon the experience also sometimes. Okay, so if I am having more than 7+ years means definitely there will be more than 1,000 test cases for a regression suite level. Okay, so for that it will take more than 1 day or 2 days also, based upon your browser where you are executing. For example, if I am executing all these 1,000 test cases from IE browser means it will take more than 2 days also, because compared to Edge browser or Chrome browser or any other browsers, IE browser execution will be slower, right? So that's the reason why it will take more time to execute all these 1000 test cases. But whereas if you are executing all these 1000 test cases from Edge browser or Chrome browser, means it will take hardly one day only. But if you are executing from IE browser, means okay, if you execute from IE browser, means it will take more than one day to execute all these 1000 test cases. So here I provided you the approximately when you started your career the same project. Okay, based upon your experience you can count all the test cases. Okay, so can you start a session? So what session you want, let me know, brother. So based upon that I will answer you. Okay, you asked already one question. Can you teach step by step automation framework scratch level? Okay, so I got that question. So can I start that question, or you have any other topics to discuss? Anyone? I'm having 3 years of experience. Yeah, most probably you are having 3 years of experience, right? So if you are having all these 3 years of experience on the same project, okay, when you joined, okay, when you joined from that day onwards till you are working on the same project, means along with these 3 years experience, means you can have more than 1000 test cases also, there will be no problem. Okay, you can mention. So till now we have 1000 regression test cases, so we are doing all these 1000 test cases execution at suit level with the help of testing.xml file. Okay, so but during this also we are executing from pym.xml file only. Okay, so if we are working with Maven project, means obviously that execution will start from the pym.xml file only. If you don't want to execute, means you can directly run it from your testing.xml file. Okay, so that is the answer for that one. Come on guys, if you have any other questions. Okay, so I am planning to start today's session from scratch level, that is Selenium tutorial. Okay, if you don't want, means you can mention the poll. I can see here, see here, from starting I got 60%, only few concepts are enough means 40%. Okay, total 5 votes got polled. So out of 5, 3 people are expecting from starting, they are expecting, and the remaining 2 are expecting from only few concepts. Okay, so it is not like 50-50. Okay, mostly are asking from starting only. So from starting means, so I want to explain you from starting means, so how we can configure this Selenium into Eclipse, and how we can set up the system environment variables in our machines, and also how we can add these jar files into Eclipse. So from there onwards, how we can write our first test script from with the help of Selenium. So from there I need to start if it is from scratch level means. Okay, so I hope many people know about all these basics. Okay, like how we can add the jar files, and how we can launch the URL, and how we can launch the browser, and also how we can get the title of that particular page. Okay, and also how we can automate the drop down list. Okay, so that's where, if you want, means I can upload daily videos instead of doing all this in live streams. Okay, that is up to your choice. If you want, I can teach you from starting only, no problem. But a few people already know, so how we can start it from scratch level. So that's why, if you people don't have any issues, I can teach you from starting only. So what is automation testing, and what are the different kinds of, okay, what are the different kinds of Selenium you have. Okay, so that's what. So if you have any if you which way you want, you can let me know. Accordingly I will start the session now, whether you want it from scratch level, or whether you want only that particular concepts or something like that. Okay, sir, I am working in current project from the past 1.6 years. Okay, 1.6 years, but you mentioned the 3 years of experience, Srinivas Rao. I have a little bit confusion here. So you already working till now, you have 3 years experience. So among 3 years experience in your current project, you are working since from last 1.6 years. Okay, so during this 1.6 years, so I think you don't have a more number of test cases, like more than 100 test cases you don't have. Okay, that will be less than 100 test cases only if you have uh, 1.6 years of your current project. Okay, so that's the answer for that one. If you have 1.6 years means, if you work completely automation means, so there will be a less than 100 test cases only. Okay, so if you worked 100 plus test case means, that is a good practice only. Okay, many people don't expect within 1.6 years of experience, it is not possible to automate regression test case more than 100 test cases. Okay, so if it is possible means, then no issues. It will be give some weight for your resume only. Okay, but you need to mention clearly what kind of scenarios you automated from regression perspective. What is Maven lifecycle? Okay, that is a good question. So first of all, we need to know what is a Maven exactly. Okay, why we are using Maven here. Okay, what is a Maven here? Why we need Maven here? So first of all here, okay, first of all here, Maven is a build management tool, right? So Maven is a build management tool, and also Maven is a open source, and it is provided by the Apache Software Foundation. Okay, it is provided by the Apache Software Foundation, and here a build tool is a tool that automates everything related to the building the software project. Two projects in 3 years. Okay, great. Okay, 1.5 1.6 years about your previous project, and 1.6 years on your current project. That is correct, right? Yeah, two projects in 3 years means, so in 3 years of experience, what you did for your previous project, like whether you automated only functional related test cases, or you automated regression related test cases also. Okay, that one we need to confirm here. Okay, so here I will tell you the structure of Maven here. Okay, I will tell you the structure of Maven first. Okay, so here you can see any one of the project you can consider. Yeah, this is a Maven project, right? So first of all, Maven is a build management tool. Okay, so and also Maven is a open source, and which is provided by the Apache Software Foundation. Okay, so and here build tool means what? So a build tool is a tool that automates everything related to the building the software project. Okay, here a build tool is a tool that automates everything related to the building the software project. Okay, so here how we can create a Maven project, so we know already. So we can click on this file, new, and click on this project. Okay, so then we can search for Maven project here. So here you can see already, or I can search it for here. Okay, Maven project, here you can see we are getting Maven. Okay, so then we can click on this Maven project, then click on next. So I am telling from starting what is the steps to create, how to create a Maven project. Okay, so then we are going to, here you can see, click on the next here. Okay, so click on the next here. Before that we need to select, right? Okay, click on the next. So here group ID means we need to enter some package name here. For example, so it is for regression. Okay, regression tests I am mentioning here. Okay, regression tests. Okay, this is the naming convention here is, so I will tell you, for example, com dot regression dot any other application, like your current application, that is for example Flipkart. Okay, so this is a naming convention for mentioning the package name, that is group ID is our package name here. So inside this artifact ID we are going to mention our project name, that is Flipkart. Okay, Flipkart shopping. Okay, this is our project name here, right? This is our project name, and then click on finish. you can see here, you will get artifact id as your project name and group id is your package name. Okay, and group id is our package name, that is our group id. So you can see here the structure of Maven project here. So the first folder here is src main java, means it will contains the development files. Okay, this src main java folder will contains all the development files. So for example, all the development files means, so where we are going to create like pages or generics class or some utilities packages, so those and all comes under src main java folder only. Okay, that means it will contains all the development files. So whereas if you come to test folder means, so to write all our actual test scripts here, we are going to store inside this src test folder. Okay, so this is our src test java folder, so where we can write all our actual test scripts. Okay, so then if you go to here, that src folder means, so here also we can have one target folder. So here src means this is the source code. Okay, this folder is especially for source code. So you can see whatever you are creating, those will be present inside this main and test folders also, which means this is a source code folder. So when it comes to target means, so where we can, so inside this target folder where we can see the reports. Okay, inside this target folder where we can see the reports here. Okay, so when you come to pom.xml file means, a maven pom file is, that is project object model or management. Okay, that is called as xml file, that is project object model or a project object management dot xml file. Okay, so during our interviews some people are having some confusion, like what is pom.xml file, if anyone asked you means. Okay, if anyone asked you means, so what these people are answering, that is page object model. Okay, why that page object model will comes into this pom.xml file, I don't know, but people are explaining in that way. But before that we need to understand what is pom.xml file exactly and what is pom. Okay, that pom is completely that page object model, that is a design pattern. Whereas if you interviewer will ask you about maven pom means, that is completely related to your maven project only. Okay, so hi Priya Brata Padi, good evening sir. As I mentioned in your previous session, I was working on database testing. Oh, 1 second. So before that, someone asked one more question. Okay, after completing the Selenium, which one is more demanded? Either go with APM or API testing. Hi Satish, welcome to my stream and also welcome to my channel Selenium Tech Automation. The question what you asked here is, after completing the Selenium, which one is more demanded? Either go with APM or API testing. So as per my knowledge, so I will suggest you to go with API testing. Okay, because most of the projects nowadays are working with web services testing also, that is called as API testing. So definitely you can learn this APM as your secondary thing. Okay, but primarily you can start learning this API testing, because many projects are taking this API testing into consideration. Okay, nowadays. Okay, so then Priya Pratap Padi, good evening sir. As I mentioned in your previous session, I was working on debugging database testing. I am stuck in one point. Suppose there is 50 rows and 5 columns in a database table. I need only 30 rows and 5 columns to print on my Excel sheet by using Selenium and Java. Can you please help me on that? Yeah, it is completely related to reading and writing operations only, Padi. Okay, it is completely related to Apache Py concept. Okay, so earlier videos I uploaded one video saying that how we can count number of rows and number of columns in a particular Excel sheet, and also how we can add a particular sheet to that particular workbook. And also I discussed many concepts in that particular video which are related to only Excel readings and writings. Okay, how we can count how many number of rows and also how we can count how many number of columns are there. Okay, so here suppose there is 50 rows and 5 columns in a database table. I need only 30 rows and 5 columns to print on my Excel sheet by using Selenium and Java. Can you please help me on that? Yeah, definitely we can achieve this one, Priya Bhati, with the help of hash map. Okay, with the help of hash map, we can count all the we can print all the test data present inside our Excel document. So at the same time, if you want only particular test data also, first we need to store into some key and value pair format. Okay, so that can be achieved with the help of hash map. Okay, so for that we need to learn about this hash map concept also. Okay, so I will note down this question what you asked here. So definitely I will try to make one video for this particular question in my upcoming videos, like 1 or 2 days I'm going to upload this video. So what you are expecting. Okay, so if I am using for loop, where I put this loop on my code. Okay, that's what. So we can achieve this concept with the help of hash map, definitely, because based upon your key only we are going to retrieve the value. So then only we can get all the values what you mentioned here. Okay, so then the next question here is Shrikant Dengle, welcome to my channel Selenium Tech Automation. The question what you asked here is where we can create an object repository for out test class. So what exactly it is? So I'm not getting Shrikant. So what you are expecting? Sir, after Selenium, we need to go for manual API testing or API test automation. So manual is not required because you already an automation tester. Why need to go for manual? It is better to go for API testing with automation only. Okay, manual also we can do, but as an automation tester, so we need to automate that web services testing from automation point of view only. So we no need to go for again manual and do it manually. The tools like Postman are so pure. Okay, that is possible from manual point of view also, but as an automation tester we need to do it from automation point of view only. Okay, yeah. Dattadri brother, you asked one question, right? So I have already discussed about this question, right, to Priya, but what is his name? Priyabhat, right? Yeah, Priyabrata, I already explained, like by showing with some page object model project here. I clearly explained on our last live session, that is day before yesterday. Okay, I think Thursday I clearly explained how we can create this page object model from scratch level, step by step I explained. So if you want, I can explain it to you for one more time. So if you guys don't have any issues, so based upon your response only I am going to explain you. So is it okay? And now I am going to explain you it one more time, the page object model from scratch level. Is it okay for everyone? Is it okay for everyone? So now I am going to discuss about page object model with Maven project. Is it okay? Is it okay now to discuss about page object model along with Maven project now? Let me know guys, if you want I will start it now only, because Shrikant Dengle asked that question, and also Dattatri Biradar also asked the same question. It seems those two questions are same only. Okay, so that's why I'm going to discuss that question. Sir, is it with Postman or rest assured? Yeah, that is if we are working with automation means, so completely, so that is from rest assured only. Okay, if we are working with automation means, so that is mostly from rest assured framework only. Okay, so because we already have this Postman tool, so there we can do it from manually. Okay, but mostly we will do it from rest assured framework only. From scratch level we have to create that particular rest assured framework where we can pass all these codes like get or put or send. Okay, so each and every methods having their own codes. Okay, yes sir, and also please focus on also reporting for a part and how we can print. Yeah, definitely I will show you now. Okay, definitely I will show you now. Okay, I will show you now. So till then I am minimizing this YouTube live stream window here. Okay, no problem, right? Because I am not able to see your conversation here what you are pinging in the live chat if I open my Eclipse. Okay, so till then you can wait for some time. In between I will open this YouTube live session live chat also. Okay, so let's continue with our page object model along with the Maven project. Okay, so first let me close all these things. Before that, first let me know where exactly this class is coming from. Okay, yeah, okay, I closed everything. So here you can see this is our actual project, that is regression. Okay, for example I am telling you can keep your project name. Okay, if you want any other names also you can create. So like how I shown you now Flipkart shopping, so in the same way I created this regression project also. First of all, it is a Maven project here. So first the step what we are going to do here is, okay, so I want to add my uh, system environment variables, right? So for that I will show you, okay, how to add this Java and also how we can add this JDK path. Okay, so I am going to start it from, sorry, from scratch. I am telling you how we can add the Java to here. Okay, here you can see edit the system environment variables. Okay, here already open. Okay, so before adding your Java to your Eclipse, first we need to follow this step. That is, first we have to upload our Java version to this environment variables. Okay, for that go to your control panel or start menu here and search for environment variables, then click on this environment variables. Okay, so here you can see we have two variables here. The first one is user variables and the second one is here system variables. Okay, so under user variables, so if I want to add my JDK version here, so how we can add, click on this new button. Okay, once if you click you can mention any name here. So Java version I am mentioning here. So once mention that Java version, so now I want to add my JDK version, right? So for that I need to browse my directory, so which is present inside my program files. Okay, so let me go to our this PC, so where I downloaded that Java JDK and store it into my one of my folder, right? So which is present inside my C drive, and inside my C drive program files. So inside my program files there is some Java folder. Okay, so inside my Java folder this JDK is located. Okay, I simply select this JDK and click on OK. Okay, now we added the user variable as the JDK version. So now we need to add the variable for system also. So for that what we need to do, so just go to the path variable here, just double click. By defaultly everyone will have this path variable here. So then like create, like click on this new button. So now what we need to do, we have to go to that particular Java folder only. Okay, so let me open this file explorer. Okay, new volume D and go to this PC. Okay, I am telling from starting, it will take some time for you. Okay, so now Java, so previously for our system variable we passed till here the path, right? So for environment variable we need to pass till bin folder. Okay, just copy this path or we can directly navigate from here only. Okay, like to browse from here. Okay, double click on this path variable and click on this new and go to your browse option here and go to your same location this PC. So then go to your C drive. Okay, go to your C drive and program files. So then go to your Java folder. So where exactly our bin folder got located, so we need to add till here. Okay, so the same I did here already, you can see here. Okay, this is how we can add our Java version to our system properties. Okay, with this first step is done. Okay, next what is our next step? So now it is our Maven project, right? So if I want to work with my Selenium, if I want to work with my TestNG for execution purpose, if I want to work with some reading and writing operations of my Excel documents, if I want to work with my extent reports, okay, if I want to work with any database, so how we will do? If it is a non-Maven project, if it is not a Maven project means, so how we will add? We will add all those like jars only. Okay, how we can add the jar files? Just right click on your project, go to your build path and click on this configure build path. Okay, there you can see here add external jars here, right? So just click on this add external jars. So then automatically we can add all your required jar files for your current project. Okay, this is the process for non-Maven project. If it is Maven project means, so how we can add? So by defaultly if you are creating Maven project means, so you will get one pom.xml file. Okay, so what is this pom.xml file means? Here pom.xml file means a Maven pom.xml file is an XML file, that is project object management or model. Okay, so where we can store all our jar files in the form of dependencies. Okay, so if we are working with Maven project means, here we are not going to use any jar files to add it externally, because we have a facility so where we can add the dependency tags to the respective tools. Like Selenium tool, I want to add one dependency. For TestNG, I want to add one dependency. Okay, for Apache Py, I want to add one dependency. Okay, this is a dependency tag for Apache. And for log4j, I want to add to print in the console logs. Okay, so this is a one dependency. And also in the same way we have extent reports also, you can see here this is my dependency tag file, and for sequely this is my dependency tag file. So likewise, okay, so which are all the required to your current project, we are going to add all those in the form of dependency tags inside our pom.xml file. If you can see, this one is for capturing the screenshot for the whole page if there are any failures, that is the help of assured dependency. So where I got all these dependencies from means, so I got all these from Maven repository only. Okay, I got all these from Maven repository. Okay, I got all these from Maven repository, right? So I got all these from Maven repository. So here Maven repository, so this is the central repository where we will get all the required jar files from this repository. Okay, so if I want to get any, like for example, if I want to search for Selenium jar file, okay, I will just enter here Selenium. So then automatically you will get in the form of dependency tags only. So before that, this is the latest version of Selenium, that is 4.3.0. So if I want to use the latest version of Selenium means, so first I will open Maven repository. So there I will search for Selenium. So once if I got enter that Selenium, it will give me the search results like 4.3.0, 4.2. Okay, so whatever you want, you can add that dependency directly from central repository to your local Maven repository. Okay, so if I click on that 4.3.0, which is the latest version of Selenium, so I got this in the form of dependency tag, right? If I don't want to take it as a Maven project, so then what I will do, I will take it from jar file if I want to add it as an external jar file. Okay, I will click on this jar, you can see here it is automatically downloaded. So then go to here, see this is my jar file if I am not following my Maven project. Okay, if I am following Maven project means, so I will simply copy from here and I will paste it into our pom.xml file. Means pom.xml file will contain all the necessary jar files which are required to your current project. Like Selenium I want, TestNG I want, Apache Py I want, and also I want sequely, and also I want extent report, and also I want to capture a screenshot for a whole page means, I can take that assured dependency from Maven repository. So what it will do now, so once if you control click on this control yes, so you can see here it is telling building, means it is downloading all the necessary jar files from central repository, that is Maven repository, to your local repository. So where so once that build got completed, so where is our all downloaded dependencies got located means, So those will going to store into program files. um, I think that is going to store it in .m2 folder. Okay, that is going to store into .m2 folder where it is present users. Okay, users Lenovo. You can see here, this is the main, this is the heart of your Maven project. Okay, by defaultly, once if we click on Control S, then your Maven project automatically download all your dependency tags from central repository, that is from Maven repository to your local repository. That local repository means here that is .m2 folder. Why it is not minimizing? Okay, that is your .m2 folder. If you can open this .m2 folder, here you can see repository. So inside this repository you can find all the necessary jar files what we added. For example, this is for Apache. Okay, Apache Py related jar files, it got downloaded here. You can see here pom py xml, okay, which will contain all the jar files only. Okay, here you can see this is one jar file and this is one jar file which is required to automate the Excel operations. Okay, that is for Apache Py. In the same way, you can find for testng as well. Okay, you can find for testng also. So little scroll down, here you can see if we add testng dependency inside our pom.xml file, so then automatically it will download from central repository, that is Maven repository, to your local repository, that is your .m2 folder. Okay, our current version is 6.8.8, right? So here you can see here, this is my 6.8.8 jar file. The same you can find it inside our pom.xml file also. Okay, so this is how we can add all our dependency files. Okay, so till here the step number 2 also completed. Okay, yeah, sure, I am going to explain you each and everything. Please stay tuned for the updates. Okay, I will cover you each and every question here. Please wait for some time. Okay, now we added all our dependency jar files. Okay, so I am telling all this in real time scenarios only. Okay, so now we done with all the required jar files. So what is our next step? So next step is I want to launch my browser and also I want to launch my URL, right? So I want to launch my browser. So here browser means there are Edge browser, Chrome browser, IE browser, Safari browser, as well as Mozilla Firefox browser, or any other kinds of browsers also are there, right, in the market. So my application I want to automate from Chrome browser. Okay, for example, customer ask me to automate all your tests from Chrome browser, means you can automate this particular Flipkart application from Chrome browser. So I can add that browser into my project. Okay, so later, like after 6 months or 4 months, again customer expecting to run all our scripts from Edge browser. So again after 6 months the requirement got changed to run all our tests from Mozilla Firefox browser. Okay, so likewise these requirements are keep on changing, right? So for that reason I want to store all these browser related information into properties file. Okay, for example, if I update my properties file with value as Edge browser for this minute, I can execute only from Edge browser. Maybe tomorrow he asked me to run it from Chrome browser. So where I can update, I can just go to my properties file. So there I can update my Chrome to Edge or Edge to Chrome. Then automatically our scripts will execute from Chrome browser, also from Edge browser. So later again he made the requirements change as he wants to execute scripts from IE browser. So again I will go to my properties file, I will update there only. Okay, so likewise it will going to be happen in real time. So for that, so how we will store? With the help of properties file. Okay, with the help of properties file we are going to store, right? So for that, what is the exactly reason to use this properties file? Like first of all, what is properties file here? We want to know, right? So what is properties file here? A property file is used, when it is going to used. Okay, properties file when we are going to use means, suppose, so in my current build, okay, I took some build from to do my regression suit level execution. Okay, to do my regression suit level execution for this build. Okay, for this build all the experts are the same only. Okay, maybe on tomorrow if I took some new build, so during that time what happened, my experts got changed. So during that time I don't want to make any code changes to change all my exports, right? So for that reason we will store all these exports into one properties file here only. For example, I can say here, okay, for example I can say this is user name. Now I am telling you one example, username text field. Okay, this is username text field equals to, here I can mention my XPath, saying that for example input, okay, input at the rate id equals to user, okay, username, right? This is my XPath for username. Okay, so tomorrow you took some new build, I don't want to touch all my code. Okay, what I will do, I will just come to here and I will update my XPath here only. Instead of disturbing your whole code, you can just come to your properties file and you can just update your XPath to the current build XPath, that is username. Now they modified it to username button or username field. Okay, they added XPath in the DOM structure like this, HTML DOM structure in this way, but our key will be the same, but we are changing only the value only. Okay, which means, okay, which means, so while writing the scripts for a web application in Eclipse we will go on through the several elements, right? So using XPath or id or css selector, etc. Okay, we find the elements and then we perform some actions on those elements like click action or send keys action or selecting the drop down. Okay, but later if the path of that particular element gets changed, so what will happen, our code is not going to work. Okay, so during this time we need to change the XPath or css for that particular element, that is username text field or password text field, right? So for ease of coding we will use this properties file concept. Okay, so these are mainly used to store the graphical user interface elements and global fields, etc. Okay, the extension of this property file is dot properties. Okay, so this property file is mainly, okay, is mainly used for to store all the graphical user interface, that is GUI elements and global fields or some kinds of elements, etc. Okay, the extension of this properties file is dot properties file. Okay, and also which will helps ease of coding practice also. Okay, so for that reason only we are using this properties file. Okay, we can use this properties file to store all our web elements. At the same time we can store all our application related configuration details, that is we can store all our application related URLs, and also we can store our application username, I mean application credentials such as username or password, and also we can store browser related information as well, and also we can store username credentials, and also we can store database related URLs, and also we can store web services related URLs as well. Okay, that's the reason why we are going to store all these information inside one properties file. Okay, so now we stored our properties file with all these details, right? We stored all these details inside our properties file. So how this properties file will work, with the help of key and value format. Okay, if I mention the key inside my scripting part, okay, so what it will do, I will read the value based upon the key, that is application.url. If I mention, it will give me the value like URL. If I mention application.username, I can able to get the value as admin. If I can mention the browser as Edge, I can mention here Edge. If I want to launch my browser as Chrome, means I can come to here and I will update this value as Chrome here, but previously it is Edge browser. Okay, So this is the main advantage of properties file. So this is a first step into our actual framework design from scratch level. So once if I mention all my values here, so I want to write a code, right? So I want to write some piece of code to get all the values. So where we will create, you can go to here main generics, okay, or properties, the properties class here, right? So here you can see this is our actual code to read the data present inside our properties file. Okay, so how we can read? So here you can see, okay, here you can see if I mention, here you can see, here we are mentioning where is my config.properties file got located. Yes, which is located inside my current directory, that is user.dir, under the folder called as configuration. So with the help of properties class of object type, we are going to load that particular input file, that is this properties file. Okay, so once that is done, I am going to get the property of particular key. Okay, so if I mention here the key as, here you can see if I mention that I created a method to get the key from that particular properties file. This is a method I created to get the particular key. Okay, so here I mentioned, right, the return type is string, the method name here is get property, which is accepting the parameter as string type of key. So later I wrote some logic here, if that property is not equals to null, so we can return me that particular key from that particular properties file, that is properties class. Okay, so this method I am going to use for each and every key what we mentioned here. For example, I mentioned here update URL as my key, I can able to get the value, I want to get this value. For that I created a method here, that is launch URL. So inside this launch URL I am returning the data type as string. That's the reason why I mentioned here application.url. Okay, so in the same way for browser, in the same way for XPath, if there is an XPath what we mentioned here, right? If there is an XPath we can mention the same, and also if there is any password we can mention the username as well. These are all the keys. Okay, so likewise we need to create all the methods. Okay, this is the part to read the data present inside our properties file. Okay, so now we done with this properties file. Okay, now we done with this properties file. Okay, so later, so what is our next step? So now I can able to read my properties values from that particular properties file. Okay, now we builded this script only to read the entire test data present inside our properties file. So now what is our next step? I want to launch my browser, right? I want to launch my browser. So for that we created already a method here, you can see. So this is a method, okay, this is a method to launch my browser. This is also one reusable method, that is called as application launch. Okay, application launch is my method name. So inside this method name I created all these lines. So now we are not using desired capabilities on the latest version of Selenium, so everyone is using that is options only here. Okay, edge options also will behave the same as desired capabilities. If I use edge options in the lower version of Selenium, so definitely you will get some deprecated methods warning messages inside your scripts. So that's the reason why everyone is moved to edge options or Chrome options or IE options. Okay, so these are all the set capability methods for this particular class, that is edge options. Okay, so here what I'm mentioning here, my browser is Edge, this is only for Edge browser. Okay, so if you want to do it from Chrome browser also, you can create one more method from Chrome browser. Okay, if you want to execute your script from Safari browser, you can create one more method for Safari. Okay, accordingly we can call this method to our actual test cases. Okay, I will show you. So first we will build a method to launch our browser, at the same time to launch our application. Okay, so here I am going to set this capability as my browser is Edge. Okay, then the next step here is, if there is any certificate errors, for example if you are trying to open some confidential website, so there it will tell you do you want to continue with advanced mode or do you want to execute? Okay, do you want to exit? So during that time we can mention here ignore that certificate errors, that will be always true. By defaultly it will be enabled, that value is true. Okay, if you don't want to continue means you can mention here as false. So if there are any pop-ups, okay, if there are any pop-ups is coming when you opening that application, so during that time we can disable that pop-up blocking also. So by default that value also we can mention as true only. So always our Windows focus should be required, right? So that's the reason why we are mentioning here as true. So then we are mentioning our where is our driver got located. In my case it got located inside my driver files. Okay, to store all these driver files also we can create one more folder inside our project, that is driver files is a folder name. Okay, so inside my driver files I am going to store all my drivers here. For Chrome driver, for Edge driver, for now I stored here. So in the same way we can do it for Chrome browser also if you are working with Chrome, that is Chrome driver.exe. So after that, so where is my URL got located? Inside my properties file, right? So here my property got located for URL. So that's the reason why I mentioned here the path for properties file. Okay, so in the same way how we are doing here properties dot load, so in the same way we are doing it from here also to launch our URL. Okay, here you can see property dot get property of application dot URL. Okay, if I mention this line automatically my application will be launched. So after that I am doing some maximizing the window. After that I am adding one logger here. So here you can see, so logger also we added inside our pom.xml file, that is the dependency file called here as, here you can see we added one log4j as well here, right? Yeah, this is our log4j dependency tag. Okay, which will always comes during your runtime only. Okay, during your runtime only we'll get all these logs, right? So that's the reason why we added that logger to write this line. Okay, so this is a method for launching the browser and launching the URL, launching your application. So what is our next step? So now we done with our reading the properties file and launching the browser and also launching the URL. Okay, that is we created inside our generics class, right? So after this, so what is our next step? So in every application we are going to perform some actions. So actions in the terms like send keys is an action, and also clicking is an action, and also selecting a drop down list is an action, and also clicking on a radio button is an action, clicking on a checkbox is an action, and also we are accepting some alerts, like we are automating some alerts. So there also we need to perform some actions. So whether you want to accept that alert or you want to dismiss that alert, so these are all we can consider as an actions, right? So for that reason we need to create reusable methods, right? So we have to create reusable methods. So how we can create? So first of all, reusable methods means we can create only once, but we can use the created reusable methods n number of times based upon your requirements. Okay, for example for login page I want to enter some username and password, so then I want to click, right? So here also we are performing send keys action and clicking action. Okay, once if you log in your home page also, maybe if you want to enter some first name and last name, so there also we are performing some send keys action. After entering your first name or last name, if you want to click on some save button, so there also we are performing some click action. For example, if there is any drop down list is there, you want to select an option from any particular drop down, so there also we are going to perform some action on drop down list, right? So during that time we need to create all these reusable methods in a generic way, means we can create only once, but we can use this generics method in n number of times throughout our frameworks. So that's the reason why we need to create all these reusable methods in a generic way. Reusable methods means for all the common actions, that is called as send keys or click action or accepting alerts or handling the multiple windows or mouse overing any particular element or accepting the alerts, right? So those are all the reusable actions or common actions. So for those and all we will create all the methods inside our generics class only. Okay, for those and all we are going to create inside our generics class only. So here I will show you first how we can create a reusable method for clicking on a particular web element. Okay, this is the method how I created. Okay, this is the method how I created for, sorry guys, this is the method how I created for clicking on a particular web element in a generic way to reuse this method throughout our framework. So then what is our next method here? To perform some send keys, like to enter any test data into particular web element, that is text field. So this is the method I can create. So in the same way, to automate any drop down list, okay, if you have any drop downs, so you can create one reusable method to handle the drop down. Okay, if there are some sync issues, if you are working with Edge browser or Chrome browser means you can find many sync issues. Okay, to avoid those sync issues or to overcome that sync issues, so we can create one more method where we can wait, where we can explicitly wait for the particular web element to perform any click action or send keys. We can create one more method, so where we can wait for that particular element to be loaded or element to be clickable. In the same way, sometimes what will happen, browser to browser, maybe sometimes send keys method is not going to work because of the browser. So during that time, how we can handle, with the help of JavaScript also we can able to perform this send keys operation. Okay, that's the reason why we created this send keys JavaScript method here. Here you can see I am using here JavaScript method here. Okay, I am using here JavaScript concept. So okay, so here what is JavaScript also I covered already in one of our videos. If you want, you can check out that video as well. So if you want, I can let you know here also. Okay, I will discuss about that one after this, after some time I will discuss about JavaScript as well. Okay, so after that, if there are any alerts, okay, I want to accept that alert, or if I want to dismiss that alert, we can create one more reusable method. And also there is some actions class. Okay, actions class is mainly used to automate the keyboard and mouse operations, as we know already. Okay, in that way I used here one move to element. Okay, without moving our mouse cursor manually, I can use actions class to move that particular mouse cursor and to click on that particular web element. So for that reason I created one method here to move to that particular element with the help of actions class. Okay, so this is how we have to create reusable methods inside our generics class. Okay, this is the process we have to follow in a real time scenarios. Okay, so now we done with how we can create a reusable method for our application in a generic way. Okay, one second, somewhere I made changes, right? Okay, nothing. So now we done with our common actions or creating common methods. So now we will go to our actual method, I mean page object model how we can implement. Okay, how we can create page object model from scratch. This is a process. So now, as of now, we discussed how we can set the environment variables and how we can add our dependency tags inside our pom.xml file, and how those dependency file are getting downloaded from central repository to our local repository, that is .m2 folder. So once that is done, how we are going to maintain all our XPaths or your URLs or DB URLs or username, password or DB credentials, where we are mentioning inside our properties files. Okay, so the next step is we need to write some logic to read all the properties from this properties class. So that's the reason why we created one separate class inside our properties package. Okay, the naming convention should be com.regression dot your project name dot your package name. Okay, this is a naming convention for Maven project. So now we done with reading the properties class also, I mean reading the properties key and values also. So then if we are working with Edge browser or Chrome browser or IE driver or Safari, so for those and all we need to use some drivers, right? So for that reason we are storing all these driver into driver files folder. Okay, we have to create this driver files folder also. So once this step also completed, so then our next step is creating the generics class, so where we can add all our methods for common functionalities, and also to launch our browser, and also to launch our application. That is also one common method. Okay, is it clear till this point, guys? If you have any doubts, you can ping me in the live chat. So I will wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, if you don't have any queries, we will continue, no problem. Okay, come on guys, if you have any queries, you can ping me in the live chat, so that we will continue. I mean, it is a time for you. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Till now, if you have any doubts, you can directly ping me here. Okay, I can wait for 2 minutes. Come on guys, if you have any queries, you can ping me. This time is for you only. So based upon your doubts, I am going to clear you the doubts as well. Okay, till then, give me 1 minute. I will come back again. Come on guys, if you have any questions, you can ping me in live chat, or if you don't have, I can move to the next step. So where we are going to discuss about our actual page object model. Okay, come on guys, if you have any questions, you can let me know. Till now what we discussed, if you have any questions, you can let me know. Yeah, sure, Priya Padi. So now I am coming step by step, right? So once if I come to that step, I will definitely clear you on this question. Okay, so till now, if you have any other questions, please let me know. So I will wait for 1 more minute, that is 8:30 or 8:31. If you don't have any questions, we can proceed furtherly, because it is taking more time, right? So we can close it off as soon as possible. So let me know if you have any questions till point, like how we can create properties class, how we can create the dependency files inside our adding. Okay, so any other questions, if you have, let me know. If you don't have, let me know. I will move furtherly to discuss about creating the page classes. Okay, come on guys, if you have any questions, please let me know, so I will reply back you accordingly. If you don't have, means mention no, then we will proceed furtherly. Okay, so 1 more minute is there. Yeah, log4j, those and all, it will take more time, Priya Padi. Okay, so those and all, it will require more time, but this is for discussing the page object model only, as discussed earlier. It is only for to show the page object model how it will looks like. Okay, but if you want, means I have to make a separate video about log4j, like for each and every concept. If I keep on discussing, means it is keep on taking more time, right? So that's why I can definitely we will discuss it in tomorrow video, no problem. So I am writing down all the questions what you are expecting. So maybe tomorrow we will discuss about the same. Okay, so it will be like the same only. So now what we are discussing, if we have any questions which is taking more time, means so that we will take it on tomorrow, no problem. Okay, there will be no problem. We will definitely discuss about log4j and also extend report, but extend report I will show you now. But log4j and all, it will take as a separate concept only if we want to discuss about brief. Okay, that's why now we are discussing about page object model. So now if we done with this step, so maybe tomorrow we will discuss about log4j as a separate concept, what is log4j and how we can add. Okay, sure. Any other doubts? If any other people, please let me know in the live chat. As Priya Padi said, he don't have any doubts, so that we will continue. Likewise, remaining people, if you have any questions, you can let me know here. Okay, if we don't have, we will continue furtherly. So how we can create page classes, and how we can create our actual tests for at least one scenario. So later, how we will create extent reports for all these things we will show. Okay. Come on guys, please reply back to me, because we are waiting, right? People are waiting for the next steps. If we don't have means, we will continue furtherly. So that's why I'm giving you time at least to understand what we discussed till now. Okay. So I hope no doubts till now. So I am moving forward. Okay. It's okay, right? So I'm moving forward. Okay. I'm going to the next step now. So yeah. Okay, no problem. So now till now we discussed about how we can create and implemented the reusable methods to our actual framework. Okay. So next, what is our next step? Pages, right? So page object model means we have to create separate separate classes for each and every page. Okay, why we are creating constructor here means to use the same instance throughout our execution of our test cases. Okay, first I have to create the login page, right? For launching the application and all, we already created one reusable method here. So once launching application and launching our browser, what is our next step? We are going to enter our credentials, right? That is username and password. So for that reason, we will create one class here under main folder only, with a package name called com.regression.your project name dot pages. Okay, this is a naming convention to create a page package for pages. Okay, because page object model will always go at page level only. Okay, login page, home page. For example, if you can take any shopping application, a cart page, or if there are any categories like men's page, women's page, kids page, electronics page, kitchen page. Okay, likewise we will create all the pages classes. Okay, so in that way, first we will discuss about login page. Okay, this is our first page in our application, right? So for login page, so this is a way how we can initialize our web elements if we are using page object model here. Okay, this is a syntax. Okay, this is a syntax to follow if we are using page object model, that is at the rate find by annotation, and this is a way to initialize the web element. Okay, with the help of web element, the data type here is web element, and the web element name is hello sign in button. This is for sign in button, and the same for username text field where I am going to enter my username, and this is a XPath for definition for password text field, and this is the XPath definition for sign in button. Okay, in page object model we have to create, or we have to define our XPaths with the help of at the rate find by in this way. Okay, after that you can see here I created a one constructor here. So why we are creating one constructor here means, suppose if I am working with edge browser means, so I want to use the same browser instance throughout my execution or throughout my framework, right? So if I want to use my Chrome browser means, I want to use the same instance to execute all my test cases for that particular session. Okay, instead of that, it is not a good practice to use some other browser instance. Okay, so suppose if you are using edge browser for this instance means, so at the same time if you are trying to use the same instance for with other browser, that is Chrome browser. Okay, actually this is not required, right? If we are working with edge browser means, we need to use the same browser instance throughout our test cases execution, right? That is the correct way. So that's the reason why we are mentioning here the constructor here. Okay, so after mentioning the constructor, as we know already, constructor name also like the class name only. So after that we are using init elements. What does this init element method will do? So this method will initialize all our web elements with the help of this driver reference, that is the same instance of browser. Okay, so once that is done, we are going to create the functionality here. So what scenario for performing the login action means, what is the scenario here? to enter the username, to enter the password, and to enter the click name, right? To click on that particular sign in button or login button. Okay, this is a scenario, this is a functionality of login. So likewise we will create one method here, login action. Okay, as you can see here, I am mentioning here the properties concept here, and with the help of properties dot load, so now I can able to load my properties file where we mentioned our username and password. Here we can see get property of username. Okay, where is this get property? Here. Okay, this is coming from utils package, right? So this username, what is this username here? You can see here app.username. Okay, so not this page, this one. Okay, forget about this login, I am talking about this login page. Okay, so here you can see get property of, this is my key here inside my properties class, I mean inside my properties file, that is app.username. If I mention like this, app.username means I will get this value. For this app.username, what is the value? Admin. Admin is my username, right? Admin is my username. So in the same way for password also we can mention the key here. What is my key name here? That is app.password. You can see here app.password is my key and admin123 is my value, right? So we are entering these by fetching from the properties file into our web element. So what is my web element here? Username. How we can define here? With the help of @find by annotation, we defined our username web element, we defined our password web element, we defined our login web element, right? So after that, this is the reusable method where we created under generics class, right? That is sendcase web element. You can see the sendcase web element we created inside our generics class. So the same method we are using here, sendcase web element. If I want to perform clicking action on login button, means where it is coming from, this clicking on web element also coming from the generics class only. Okay, so these are the reusable methods. We can use these reusable methods throughout all our pages. Okay, so you can see this orange PAMP page. So here also you can find the same, clicking on web element, send case of web element, clicking on web element. Okay, so this is how we can reuse all these web elements throughout all our pages. Okay, now we done with our page creation. Okay, if you have any other scenario, you can just come to this PAMP page. If there is any other scenario to perform on the same page, means you can create a new method for that particular scenario and you can call this method inside your test case. That is our actual test case. Okay, so now I will show you how to call these page level methods into our actual test cases. Okay, so for that reason, so where we can create all our actual test cases inside our src test folder. Okay, inside our src test folder only we are going to create our actual test cases, right? So for that, this is our actual test case, so where I am going to execute it now. Okay, so with the help of @testing, we are going to control the program execution flow or program execution order. Okay, by mentioning some priorities. Okay, so I will tell you, if we don't mentioning the priorities, how it will execute. Okay, so first we will create our actual test cases with the help of pages what we created. Okay, so these are the pages we created till now, that is orange HRM login, and also this is for PAMP page. So now I want to call the methods present inside this login to perform the login action and also to perform some functionality from PAP page. Okay, so for that reason we created one method here, that is add employee method. So where we are going to perform this function, that is adding an employee inside our orange HRM. Okay, this add employee PAM is coming from the add employee PAM is coming from the orange PAMP page, right? This is one separate class. Okay, these are the different pages. For example, if you have electronics page, you can come and create the method here. So this method we can call inside our actual test cases. For example, if you have any cart page, you can call this delete cart product method to your actual test cases inside your tests package. Okay, so this is how we can call all the methods into your actual test cases. Okay, So now we done with our actual test cases creation also. So now I will show you how we can execute our actual test case. Okay, so for that, so how we can execute, with the help of Maven also we can execute, and also with the help of test engine also we can execute. So first I will show you how we can execute with the help of pom.xml file. So how we can run as Maven clean. So I think so. Okay, pom.xml file, go to here and check for the testng.xml file is available. Yeah, we already mentioned here. Okay, so now I am going to execute with the help of tom.xml file. We will see. I did not try this still, but we will see. Run as Maven test. I didn't check with the help of Maven execution, but we will see it later if we are getting any issues. Okay, maybe some surefire reports issues are there, but again I will check it on tomorrow. Okay, so this is how we will execute from Maven. Okay, fail to execute Maven plugins. Okay, it is related to compiler version. So maybe tomorrow I will fix this issue and I will show you how we can execute it from Maven. So just right click on your project, then go to run as. You can see here run as Maven test. Okay, if you don't want to execute from Maven means, then just go to your testng.xml file and execute this particular testng.xml file. Okay, run testng.xml file. So what happened? Cannot find my orange login. What happened? My orange login is not there. Let me check regression. Okay, test Amazon test my orange login. Okay, no problem. And what happened? Let me copy, refactor and rename. Now I am executing from paste it here, my orange login, and testng.xml file, right? We will see. Run as testng suite. Okay, no problem. So it will work because it is telling cannot find class in class path, but in our earlier stream like day before yesterday it is working fine, no issues. So this is how we can execute our actual test cases from testng.xml file. At the same time we can execute it from pom.xml file. Okay, pom.xml file, right? com.amazon.tests my orange login, correct only. So what is this error? Cannot find the class in class path. com.amazon.tests my orange login, correct only. My orange login properties, see here, com.amazon.test.myorange. Okay, no problem. So this is how we can execute, because it already worked on day before yesterday live stream. So but there won't be any issue, but this is a way how we can execute it from testng.xml file. Okay, suppose if I want if I don't want to mention any priorities. Okay, so I am not going to mention it. Sorry, what I did. Okay, do I need to update it one more time? Okay, so that is a problem here. Maven update project, force update. Okay, now everything is gone, right? Okay, so now I am not going to mention any priorities here. I am telling you this one also, I am not going to mention any priorities here. Okay, so let me check in the live chart. Hi Priyabrata Padi, definitely we have to use this thread dot sleep method if required. Okay, because see, as it is a open source tool, we don't have rights to question to that because they are providing that Selenium tool to use as a open source, right? They are not charging any fees to use that particular Selenium inside our projects. So that's the reason why we can use thread.sleep also, no problem. We can use thread.sleep as well because sometimes it is required, because all the time Selenium wait conditions, that is fluent wait, explicitly wait or implicitly wait, is not going to support on different browsers. Okay, that's the reason why we have to use this thread.sleep if required. Okay, if it is not able to automate with the help of this one explicitly or implicitly or fluent wait means, then definitely we have to use this thread.sleep only. Okay, there won't be any issue if we are using thread.sleep. Okay, keep remember, there won't be any issue if we are using thread.sleep means. So when we are going to use thread.sleep means, so whenever these three wait conditions are not fulfilling the requirements means, so but definitely we have to use this thread.sleep as the final option. But it is not a good practice to use thread.sleep for every time. Okay, whenever we don't have any other options, that too if we use these three wait conditions which is provided by Selenium, okay, during that time our scripts are not working means, but definitely we can use this thread.sleep. Okay, that doesn't matter, in real times also people are working, but there won't be any effect. Okay, because Selenium is a open source tool, but we don't have any rights to ask that Selenium community why it is not working, because it is a open source tool. That is the only reason to use this thread.sleep whenever it is mandatory. Okay, for small things also if we are using thread.sleep means, that is not a good practice, but we don't use thread.sleep for all the times. Okay, but we can use thread.sleep at some times which is required actually. When we are using this thread.sleep means, if there is no alternate solution, that too if we use explicitly implicitly fluent wait, if our scripts are not working means, as a final option we have to use this thread.sleep. Okay, that doesn't matter, we have to use this thread.sleep. Okay, then there won't be any issues. And then the next question is, yes, can you explain different and where to use explicit and implicitly wait? Yeah, definitely Naveen Kumar. Why we are using this explicitly wait and implicitly wait means, why to use and where to use. I mean, if we are executing our scripts on different browsers means, Selenium won't wait. Okay, Selenium by defaultly will wait for 0 seconds only. Okay, as per the company or community standards, Selenium won't wait for any seconds, it will by default it will wait for only 0 seconds only. Okay, so to find out any web element, Selenium will wait for by defaultly 0 seconds only. Okay, using of implicitly wait, we can instruct Selenium to wait for a maximum set of specified amount of time, right, for finding the elements during the test execution. While executing the, for example, Gmail login script, Selenium wait up to 20 seconds. If you mention 20 seconds for that implicitly wait to click on that particular login button, so it will wait till 20 seconds to that particular login button. Okay, why we will use mostly 20 seconds means, as per the industry standards, world wide web consortium standards, as per the web application standards, every web application must, okay, every means every application must and should respond within 20 seconds only, because as per the worldwide consortium standard, as per the industry standard, as per the web application standards, every web application should be respond within the 20 seconds of time only. So that's the reason why every time we are mentioning 20 seconds as a time unit for explicitly wait or explicitly wait we are going to mention. Okay, so that's the reason. If you are waiting for any particular web element means during that time we need to use the implicitly wait only, particularly to that particular web element to be clickable or to be send keys or something. Okay, if you want to mean for example there is a web page, inside that a web page there are several web elements, right? So to load that page fully we are going to use this implicitly wait condition. Within the 20 seconds that complete page should be loaded, so otherwise there will be some issue with your application. Whereas if you come to your explicitly wait means explicitly wait is applicable only for the particular web element to perform click operation or to perform syndicate operation. Okay, we are telling explicitly to Selenium to wait only for that particular web element to be performing click action or syndicate action. Okay, explicitly wait is applicable only for the particular web element, whereas implicitly is applicable to the whole page to load all the web elements properly. That's the difference between these two, explicitly wait and implicitly wait. Okay, that's the difference between these two. And if you come to fluent wait means, okay, for example there is a web element, so I am waiting here for 30 seconds. For each and every 5 seconds I want to check for that particular web element whether it is available or not. If it is finding at 15 seconds, so then the Selenium is not going to wait for remaining 15 seconds. Here you save 15 seconds of time if you are using fluent wait. In that 15 seconds of time also you are checking for that web element for each and every polling of every 5 seconds. Mean for every 5 seconds we are checking for that particular web element. If that web element got found within 15 seconds, so then remaining 15 seconds is not going to wait for Selenium, wait by the Selenium. Okay, it will immediately move to the next step. Okay, that is about fluent wait. What type of wait object keep alive until the WebDriver object dies? Question was asked in interview. No, I'm not getting the English. What exactly it is? Naveen Kumar, I explained you about this implicitly wait and explicitly wait. Implicitly wait is especially for the page we are mentioning 20-second means, that is as per the company standards, as per the web standards, web application standards, as per the worldwide consortium standards. Every application should be respond within the 20 seconds only. That's the reason why many of the people are mentioning 20 seconds as their default time unit. Okay, so now we will go to our actual Eclipse. Okay, this is how we can create our actual test case. Okay, so this is how we can run our test case. Okay, so now I removed all these priorities, right? So if I execute my test case, how it will execute the test ng? So the test ng by default it will execute in alphabetical order only. For example, this add employee will execute first because AD AP, after that login, means testing will execute all the test methods by default in an alphabetical order. If you don't want to execute all your test methods in alphabetical order, but if you want to execute all your test methods what you mentioned means, so but if you want to execute all your test methods as per your requirements means, so what we can do, you can just go to your testing.xml file. So here we have already mentioned the class name, right? So inside this class tag, so we are going to use one tag called as methods. Okay, we are going to use one tag called as methods. So here inside method name, methods tag, we are going to mention include name equals to what is our method, what is my method name, that is add employee, for example. Okay, for example this is my method name. Okay, so likewise in the same way methods. Okay, so after that methods tag name I am going to end my class tag name, right? So class. Okay, so this way if you don't want to mention priorities, but if you want to execute all your test cases as per the requirements, mean the order whatever you are expecting, so during that time you need to follow this syntax, that is include name equals to app launch, include name equals to app launch. So after, what is our method name? That is login application, right? So next my method name is login application. So what is our next method name? That is my add employee. Okay, that is my add employee, right? That is my add employee. So now I can remove the remaining. So we can execute all our test methods as per our requirements with the help of this syntax, or we can mention the priorities for all our test methods. Okay, if you don't mention any priorities, and also if you don't mention this methods tag name inside your XML file, means it will execute by defaultly in alphabetical order only. That is, first it will execute add employee method, but it won't work because the login method should be first, right? So that's the reason why we are mentioning the priorities here to go in a sequential order. Okay, so this is also another way to execute all our test methods as per our requirements. Okay, once it is done, we will execute it from testng.xml file. So now we will discuss about screenshot, that extent report. Okay, I think I have already created here screenshots, right? Content capturing, extent report. Yeah, I created already. Yeah, here you can see extent report. Yeah, Priyabrata Padi, if you are there, you can see this code. Okay, you can see this code. I am discussing now about extent reports. Okay, so now we added already one dependency tag for extent reports as well here, right? You can see here, this is our latest version of extent report, that is 5.08. okay, 5.0.8. so now I am going to other project. Okay, now let me close all the remaining tabs. So now I am discussing about only how to generate extent reports. Okay, so here you can see, for example, I am going to validate one web element. For example, after logging in successful, I am getting one successful message saying that login successful. So that I am going to validate. Okay, that I am going to validate means first I want to take that web element, right? That is, login successful message is also a web element in the UI page. So that one I will inspect and I will store inside one same page, or I will store inside any properties file. Okay, so that message I want to verify. So here you can see comparing text and element text. Element text means that login successful. Okay, that is also one web element. I am capturing that text here, right, and I am printing that one. So after that, element text dot equals of comparing text. Comparing text means, so I can take it as a string inside our actual text, or you can store into any one of your xlsx file or csv file, or anywhere you can store into some string format, right? So I am comparing here. If I am using this extent report, if my expected test and actual test got passed, I am getting this information inside my extent report saying that that particular successful login message got verified successfully. Okay, how we can add that also into our extent report. Okay, so this is how we will do. Here you can see both got matched. I am going to mention element description comparing test. Comparing test is coming from the expected test, right, which is stored in xlsx document, is verified. Okay, if my element text which is coming from the UI and equals with expected test data where I stored in my XLSX document, if those two got matched, so I am going to update the status inside my report as element description comparing test is verified. If any failures, I am getting some failure inside my reports. At the same time, this method is for only validating and updating the details inside our action report. Okay, for now you can forget about this one, but our actual method here you can see, this is our actual method for generating the reports. Here you can see action report class, right? So I will execute one capturing contents, comparing contents. Okay, 1 second. Content not matched. Now I have already one class, so where I can able to capture the screenshots. So let me check that one. Here you can see, right, I can able to capture the screenshot. Okay, so let me check for that one, and also I can able to get the report as well. Here you can see screenshots. Okay, screenshots when I executed. Okay, we will check for this class and we will execute screenshots. Okay, this one. Yeah. Okay, where is that one? Capturing screenshot, forget password. Yeah, verify text element. Okay, so are you there, Priyabat Padi? Yeah, actually I'm going to show you the help of this method. Okay, so this is screenshots class we created. So for example, I am telling it is present inside this class, that is Selenium tutorials. So inside this I discussed a concept only regarding this action reports. Okay, so here what I am doing, the method name is capturing screenshot. Okay, inside your report also you will get the capturing screenshot here. So how it is getting generated here with the help of create test. Okay, it should be the same as our method name only, capturing screenshot, and here also we need to pass the same. And if you come to assign category means, it will show you here. If you go to here category screenshots, if you have any other method also, it will give you all the method names here. Screenshots is one category, so there we have one method, that is capturing screenshot. Okay, inside this capturing screenshot, if there are any failures, you will get this kind of information along with the screenshot. Okay, so that's the reason why we are using this assign category here. So after that we are doing the normal process only, username, password, and then maximizing, and see here. Okay, see here, now I am going to show you. Okay, now I am going to show you how to capture the screenshot, right, if there are any failures. So now let me execute it and I will show you after the execution. I will explain you clearly. Okay, so now let me close all the remaining, close others. Okay, so here we are passing some different XPath for password. You can see this password is missing D alphabet here. Okay, for understanding I am removing that D here, and we will see capturing screenshot, right? Okay, screenshot. Now let me delete this report which is already existing one, and also let me delete these two also captured screenshots. Okay, so now we don't have anything here, right? Okay, so now go to your regression.xml file. It is not that one, or suite level execution. Okay, so this is our actual testng.xml file. So where I am going to execute my screenshots class. Okay, so this class I am going to execute, and we will see whether we can able to get that one or not. This time it will execute from Chrome driver. Okay, due to browser version it is not going to launch. Okay, see here it due to browser version it is not going to work here. So what I will do, I will try with edge driver, okay, so that it will be easy for you. Okay, so now driver files, right? So go to your driver files and update, delete this one. Okay, and go to our regression. So where is our edge driver got located? I am taking that one and pasting. Okay, go to your driver files for this project and paste it here. Okay, and go to the same project and take any one of the class, main, generics, nothing. I just want to take this line. Okay, I just want to take this line. Apart from that, nothing I am doing here. System.setProperty only I am updating here. Okay, right? Okay, system.setProperty driver equals to new edge driver import. Okay, so once that is done, so somewhere we need to change, right? Yeah, here WebDriver dot edge driver. Okay, so now let me execute and we will see. Okay, now it is starting with edge driver. Okay, it's not minimizing. Yeah, see here what it is telling, unable to locate element password, right? So we already know we updated some wrong XPath for this password field, so that's the reason why it is not entering anything here. Okay, so now we will go to our screenshots folder and we will refresh. Okay, let me minimize this too and this one also, and let me minimize refresh, right? Okay, here you can see you will get the same admin, it got entered, password it is not entered because we passed that password XPath as wrong, so that's why it is not going to enter. And if you can go to extend report.html, we'll get the same here, right? So here if there is any error, we'll get all this information. Okay, here you can see XPath, it is related to XPath issue. Okay, so and also you will get where exactly that line is failing. Okay, so we need to find out, so where exactly that line number is failing. Okay, so it is failing because of XPath only, it is clearly telling here that is failing due to XPath issue, find element by dot XPath of. Okay, so now what I will do, for your reference I will change this to any other name. Okay, I will change these things to assign category till now create test, right? Orange HRM screenshot. Okay, orange HRM screenshot I can mention here. I will tell you line by line after completing this execution, and also I am going to add assign category as orange HRM. Okay, so previously we saw here capturing screenshot as my method name, but now we are changing for cross verifying. I am changing to show you. Okay, delete this one and delete this report also. I am deleting everything, so what we executed, and refresh it one more time. Okay, now we don't have anything, right? So now let me execute it one more time. We will get this time with different names, that method name and assign category. Okay, I will explain you after this. First I want to show you how it is look like. Okay, it is launching the browser and it is entering the URL. So then it is entering the username, after that password is wrong here, right? So for that password only we are capturing the screenshot, because that is a wrong XPath, right? Okay, it got completed it seems. So now go to your reports folder, refresh. You can see here you are getting on screenshot here, getting the same screenshot. And if you go to your report, now we will get some different assign category. Here you can see orange HRM screenshot is my method name, and assign category is orange HRM. So inside this assign category we have this orange HRM screenshot method name. Okay, here also you can find it is related to XPath only, find element by XPath. Okay, so this is how we can capture the screenshot if there are any failures. Okay, now we will see by passing the correct XPath. Okay, and verify text element where we are writing here. Yeah, here, right? So verify text element. So once, one second, I am having some confusion here. So now I am going to pass the correct XPath, right? So admin. Okay, 1 2 3. So once it got entered admin 1 2 3, now what I am going to validate? I am going to validate this link, right? So here, as we discussed earlier, the actual text and expected text. Okay, we created already one reusable method inside our extend report class to verify the text present inside the UI. So now I am going to verify the content called forget your password, for example. So this link I am going to verify, right? So here we are using this method. If there are any failures, it will capture automatically the screenshot. Okay, it will automatically capture the screenshot. Okay, so then how it will work we will see now, where exactly it is failing. So now verify text element forgot. Okay, so now we are not passing the full forgot password here. Okay, we are passing only forgot, but in the UI it is containing forgot password verified. Okay, in the sorry, element dot text. Okay, we will see. See, we are getting in the UI this forgot your password complete thing, right? But we are passing only expected text as forgot. Okay, now these two will fail. So now we are going to capture this also inside our extent report, and we will see after executing. Okay, forgot only we are passing now, but in the UI you are getting forgot your password. If there is any mismatching, how we will capture the screenshot, we will see it now. Okay, nothing, I created a one method, so where we can validate the UI values and comparing with the expected text. This expected text can be stored in Excel Excel document or Word file or CSV file or any text file. From there we are going to validate. Here you can see it got failed here. Okay, it got failed here because you can see forgot your password, element not matching with the text. Okay, element not matching with the text means we passed only forget, right? We passed only forget. Here you can see assert fail string because of this one. Okay, here you are getting the exact where it is failing exact, and also capturing the screenshot. Now we will go to our extent report and we will see, refresh it once, and now it got entered the password and it is failing here. Okay, and you can see the report now. Okay, inside the report also, now control little bit zoom. Here you can see now you are getting expected text forgot password verified, but forgot is not same as the actual text forgot your password. Okay, this is the actual text you are getting from the UI, right? You are getting the actual text from the UI. Okay, but we are expecting this forgot. Okay, this type also we can capture in the screenshot. This is how we can use this capturing screenshot mechanism inside our extent reports. Okay, so do you have any questions, Pratibha, Priya, Brata, Pradi? Is it clear till now? I will explain you about that one also. Okay, I will explain you about the logical part. Okay, for extent report how we can create, I will explain you one more time. Okay, so this is how we can generate the extent report with the help of extent report dependency, and also we can capture the screenshot if there are any failures, and also if there are any test data mismatching, like comparing text with the actual text. This comparing test is the expected test, so where we can store inside our xlsx document, and also inside our txt file, and also inside our word file, and also inside our csv file. That is for expected test data. So that expected test data we are comparing with the ui value. So in our case, in our ui value, what is our ui value here, what is our ui test data here? Our ui test data here is forgot your password, but what we are expecting, we passed only forget. So during that time, with the help of assertions, these two got mismatched, right? Forgot is not matching with the forgot your password. The same we are getting inside this part also here, right? The same we are getting here also. Where is that one? Okay, the same we are getting here as well, right? Expected forgot is not same as actual text of forgot user password. Okay, forgot your password. Okay, this is how we can generate the failed screenshots with the help of assured dependency. That assured dependency also we added inside our pom.xml file. You can see here inside our pom.xml file we already used this assured dependency tag file. So what is this assured dependency means? It will capture the whole full page of that failed screenshot. Okay, it will capture the failed screenshot for the whole web page. Okay, if you want to, in Selenium, in latest Selenium version, that is 4.2.2 or 4.3.3, so they added one more new feature called as where we can capture the screenshot, where we can capture failed screenshot for the particular web element. Instead of capturing the full web page, we can capture only the particular web elements also. The latest Selenium version, they added this new feature, that is we can capture the screenshot for only the particular failed web element instead of capturing the whole full web page. Okay, so this is how this dependency is going to work in terms of capturing the screenshot. Okay, if we come to extent report class, you can see here now I am using here the latest extent report, that is 5.8.8. you can go to here, our latest dependency tag file here is extent reports is my artifact id, and this is my version, that is 5.0.8 version. If you want, I will show you that part as well here, extent reports. Okay, extent reports, if you go to their extent reports site, so there you can find the documentation part, what are all they removed and what are all the latest versions. Okay, here you can see this is the latest version of extent report, and also here we can select the languages also. Java language we are using currently. So for this language, so what is the updated features they updated, we can find it from here. Okay, so let me let it be open. Still it is loading. I think network is slow. Are you there, Priyabrata, Padi, and remaining people? Are you there? Are you getting what I am discussing now? If you have any doubts, please let me know, guys. Otherwise, I am not able to know whether you are listening or you have any. Okay, here you can see in the latest version. Okay, in the latest version, they added our extent spark reporter is the latest version from the extent report. The same we are using inside our extent report class also. Okay, the latest one is extent spark reporter. Okay, here you can see in the latest version. Okay, let me know, guys, if you are able to understand or not, because it is a little tricky part here what we are discussing currently. So the latest version I am using here is extend spark reporter. So where I want to store means I want to mention here the path. So then I'm going to use create an object for this extend reports. So after that I'm going to set my system information. So what is my operating system name, and also what is my operating system architecture, and also what is my current Java version, and also we can set our document title here. See, our document title here we are getting as test report. Okay, we can add that part also here. And also if you want to know about your current machine name and architecture of your OS, you can see our OS is Windows 10 and architecture is AMD 64 and Java version is 17. Okay, we can add all these details with the help of set set system info. And also we can mention our report name as well, and also we can set the document title as well with the help of configure method. So once that is done, so we are generating this report before going to execute any one of our test, right? So that's the reason why we are using here the at the rate before test annotation. Once these got completed, we are going to implement our actual result here, because after each and every test method got executed, I want to set some status, right? So for that reason we have pass or fail or info or warning or skip, right? There are 5 levels we have inside our extend reports. Okay, for the first, what I am doing, if my status got passed, okay, so I can mention with the green color. Okay, this is a logic. If my status got failed, means if any test case got, if any test method got failed, I want to capture the to mention the color with the help of red color if that status is failed. And also if there are any methods got skipped, I want to add that also inside our extend report. Okay, this is a logic for that one. So once this after method got completed, so what we are going to do, we are going to flush. Okay, we are going to flush means we are going to update that status into our reports. That's the reason why we are using here extend dot flush here. Okay, so this is how we can build our extend report class logic. And also you can see here, this is a logic, or this is a method for capturing the screenshot if there are any failures. Okay, here you can see I am using screenshot interface with the help of a short. I am using take screenshot method here. And also we can mention the scaling, that is 1.5 floating with the help of 1000 pixels. Okay, and also where I am going to store my captured screenshot along with the current time and milliseconds, when it is captured what is the time, and when it is captured what is the milliseconds, I am going to generate here with the help of extension.png. This is completely my uh, screenshot full name. Okay, so once that is done, I am going to use one try catch block. If there are any exceptions, you can get it from catch block. If there is no exceptions, it will execute this try block and it will return you that image path where it is going to store. Okay, this is how we can capture the full page with the help of this method. And if I want to compare the two elements, like if I want to compare the test data with the UI test data, so how we can compare expected text with the actual text? This is a method. So if there is any mismatching between these two, we can able to generate the screenshots here. Okay, that's what I shown you just now. So this is all about the extend reports, how we can configure inside our automation piece of code. Okay, if you want, I will little scroll down slowly. If you want, you can take this code for your reference. Okay, no problem. You can just record this only this class. Okay, I am scrolling it down very slowly. If you want, you can take this piece of code for your reference. Okay, no problem, guys. Okay, but you can analyze what I am telling. It is not enough, but you can analyze after this session. Okay, come on, guys. So I am loading very slowly here. This method is for verifying the text from the UI and the expected test data. At the same time, we are generating the reports as well. Okay, so and this is a method. Before going to execute any one of our methods, this is the main part we have to configure for extend report. So where I am going to store my extend report. So what is my operating system name and what is my architecture of our operating system, and what is my Java version. So after that, after each and every test method got executed, what is the status? If the status is fail, I want to capture the screenshot with the help of capture full page. If the status got passed, I want to mark it as green color. Okay, if my status is keep, I want to print this with the yellow color inside my report. So once everything is done, we are going to flush all these details into our extent report. Okay, so this is how this extent report method will work here. Okay, so come on guys, if you have any doubts, please let me know here guys. Please guys, please subscribe to my channel after seeing this hard work also. Please guys, if you didn't subscribe or if you didn't like this stream, please subscribe and like to my channel Selenium Tech Automation, which helps me a lot to do more videos in upcoming days as well, and also which helps me to do make sessions like this where you will get some inputs from my channel Selenium Tech Automation. By end of the day, if you found it will be helpful, then there won't be any issue for me as well, because you are learning and also I am sharing my knowledge up to my best to you. Okay, please guys, if any other things, please let me know here, please guys, please, really, which helps me a lot, which helps me to motivate towards the sessions to conduct daily. And also soon I am planning to make uh, this one mock interviews as well. Okay, please guys, please respond in the live chat if you are getting or not. Accordingly I can change my explanation if there are any if there is anything to be changed from my end. Please respond in the live chat guys. Okay, after this I'm going to close this session. If you have any questions, we can wait for 5 more minutes till 9:35. Please guys, please respond in the live chat. So I'm going to close this session. Before that, if you have any queries, please let me know in the live chat. Otherwise we will close it by after 5 minutes. Please guys, 9:35 I'm going to close the session, because it's almost 2 hours. You can see here 2 hours 23 minutes I'm continuously talking with you. Please guys, please, I will open my code for your reference one more time. Please go through this code and analyze and do some practice. Definitely will get some knowledge about this session, so why it is useful for you, and also why it is useful for me as well, and also it will help me to do more videos in upcoming days, and also your inputs make me to come up with some new videos on tomorrow and day after tomorrow also. Please guys, please subscribe to my channel Selenium Tech Automation. If not subscribe, please do it immediately, and also please share this session to your friends or colleagues, and also please share our channel videos to your friends or colleagues, so that our channel will also grow. And also your share or your subscribe or your like will helps me to do lot more videos from both manual and automation. And also if you have any queries on a particular video, please mention in the comment section. It will be always welcome for you to mention in the comment section. Please guys, I am sincerely requesting you all, because I am not getting any response from your end. From last 2.5 hours I'm continuously speaking without taking any water also. Please try to understand whether you are getting or not. At least you can respond from the live chat guys, please. Come on guys, which will help me really a lot for me, your each and every like and subscription. Please guys, from scratch I explained you from how we can add these environment variables, and how we can add that configuration.properties file, and how we can read the values, and how we can pass the values, and how we can store the exports, and how we can create the pages, and how we can call the that page methods into our actual test cases, and how we can generate the reports, and how we can capture the screenshots, and how we can validate the expected test data with the actual test data, and how we can generate the screenshot if there are any failures along with the details, and what is the assigned category, what is the create test, what is the extent report dependency. So I told you everything. Please guys, please respond in the live chat, which really helps me a lot to do more videos on tomorrow also. Please guys, till 2 more minutes guys, I am going to close because I am also feeling tired now. It's almost 2.5 hours without taking any water I am discussing with you, but I am getting only few response, especially from the people who pinged in the live chat. Please guys, 92 people already watched. Please guys, Again, I am requesting you, if you have any queries, please respond in the live chat. Will be always open for you. And also, if you go on through any one of our videos, please respond from that particular video if you watched already, so that it will helps me to make changes from my end as well, right? Please, guys. Can I close this session? Only 1 minute left. If you don't have any issues, if you have any issues, I can extend this session for 5 more minutes for you. I came voluntarily to help you people because I want to share my knowledge with you along with the theoretical part as well as coding part. If you have any queries, please let me know. Again, I am requesting well, but you are not responding. 4 people are watching currently. Please, guys. Really, it's really going good. Please, guys. So, I hope no questions still. Any other questions, guys? I am going to close it now. Please, guys. Come on, guys. Please respond, guys. I am talking with you only, people. Please, guys. Please respond. Whether I can continue or I can close the session. So I'm not getting response from you. So I want to check. Yeah, my voice Come is on, coming. Guys. Please respond, guys. I'm talking with you only, people. Please, guys. Please respond. Whether I so no inputs at all. Okay, can I close it now? Okay, for you I will extend for 4 more minutes. No problem. 9:40. So till then, if you have any questions, please raise here. So otherwise, I can drop off this live stream for now. We will connect on tomorrow. Okay, please poll your vote over there. How many of you want Selenium tutorial live classes? Whether it is from starting or only few concepts are enough to discuss during our live streams. Please, guys, please respond it. Priya Pratapadi and Naveen Kumar and Shrikant Dengle, Naveen Kumar, okay, and a few more are there. Cricket Tales, Srinivas Rao, Dattadri Biradar, are you guys are there? Is it okay for you if I close this session for now or what? Please respond, guys. What is your response for this one? Please, guys, please. Come on, guys. If you have any questions, please respond here in the live chat. So based upon your response, whether to continue the live session or to we can drop off now. Whatever it is, please respond in the live chat so that I can able to close and I can have my dinner. I can go to sleep. If you don't have anything, if you have something means, please let me know in the live chat. Again, I'm requesting you. So already I extended for 7 minutes. So for you to discuss, if you have any questions or queries or how it will be, please respond. Come on, guys. If you don't have anything, we can drop it off now. If you have any means, we can discuss. Like I can extend my hours now, whether it is 5 minutes or 10 minutes, also no problem. But you need to respond because I am requesting you, everyone, right? Since from last 7 or 8 minutes, I am asking the same thing again and again, but I am not getting anything inside our live chat. Means everything is okay. I can take. If it is not okay, you can definitely ping me in the live chat. Okay. Okay. Come on, guys. At least one person I am waiting to respond here. Or 3 people are watching, 4 people are watching till, but no response. Come on, guys. So I can close it now. Okay, one more minute left. So I'm going to click on this end stream. Okay, at 9:40 I will click on this end stream. So we will connect with you on tomorrow at the same time 7:30 p.m. in the evening. So before that, if you have any questions, please note it down and we will discuss those on tomorrow live session. Okay, so until then, take care everyone, guys. Have a nice day. Signing off, Selenium Tech Automation. See you on tomorrow session, guys. Thank you so much for your time and for your valuable questions and also for your valuable interest towards the session what we conducted today. It really went very well. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Bye everyone. Have a nice day. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, is it okay now? Bye, guys. The session what we conducted today, it really went very well. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Bye everyone. Have a nice day. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, is it okay now? Bye, guys. Clicking on the end stream. I hope no questions for you. What we conducted today, it really went very well. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Bye everyone. Have a nice day. Thank you so much, guys. Bye, guys. See you on tomorrow. Okay, until then, take care everyone. Is it okay now? Signing off. Bye, guys. Clicking on the end stream. I hope no questions for you. What we conducted today, it really